Welcome to the Movie Recaps King. Today we're going to look at The Shape of Water, a romantic fantasy film. If you haven't seen the movie yet, watch this video at your own risk. During the Cold War, Elisa is a mute woman living an ordinary and monotonous life. She wakes up in 162, cooks some eggs, and masturbates in her bathtub. Giles, her neighbor and close friend, is a kind man. Elisa is a night cleaner at a top-secret government laboratory in Maryland. Zelda, her co-worker, is her best friend. The two ladies continue cleaning until they arrive at a special lab with a pool. They learn at the facility that a new asset will be brought into the lab, and Dr. Robert Hofstadter will be the supervisor. Colonel Richard Strickland, the man who captured the creature, joins the asset in a cylindrical tank. Elisa is intrigued by the creature and approaches the tank. She realizes it's a humanoid amphibian. Hofstadter asks the two women to leave as the creature reacts to her touch on the tank. Later, while working along the corridor, they hear a loud noise and see Strickland walk out with bloodied hands and bitten fingers. The ladies are summoned to the laboratory to clean it. The floor is covered in blood when they enter the lab. As they continue to clean, Elisa discovers Strickland's fingers and places them in a bag. She finally gets to see the creature properly contained within an upright water tank. It has clearly captured her attention. Elisa returns to the lab the next day at work to see the creature again. She brings boiled eggs in a paper bag and cracks one open in an attempt to entice the creature out of the water. The creature appears slowly and approaches Elisa to take the egg. The creature becomes alarmed when she tries to give the egg. The egg is then left at the pool's edge by Elisa, and the creature grabs it and falls into the water. Strickland summons Zelda and Elisa for a meeting. He shows them his stitched-up hand after thanking Elisa for finding his fingers. When he inquires about Elisa, it is revealed that she was abandoned as an infant by the side of a river with wounds on her neck. Before they leave, Strickland warns them to avoid the creature because it is a modern monster that looks human. Elisa, on the other hand, waits for the scientists to leave the lab and plays music from a record player, hoping to entice the amphibian man with an egg. The creature pokes his head out again, and this time it doesn't appear to be scared. Elisa teaches him music sign language, and he quickly picks it up. The pair then eat while listening to music. Elisa continues to visit him every night from now on, and the two grow close. She entertains the creature by playing music and even dancing. Hofstadter happens to see Elisa bonding with the amphibian man one night and quietly observes them without interfering. He realizes the creature is far more important than he previously believed. When he meets with a Soviet agent to share information about the creature, we learn that he is a secret Russian spy. Hofstadter requests that the creature be extracted as soon as possible because he now knows it is an intelligent being capable of communicating with humans. Elisa discovers the creature chained up and badly injured the next day. As she tries to assist him, she hears Strickland enter the lab and flees. Elisa is devastated when Strickland tortures the amphibian man with a cow prod cold-heartedly. A general arrives at the lab and is astounded by the creature's nature and size. Strickland explains that the natives of the Amazon and South America, where he discovered the creature, revere it as a god. The creature is mocked by Strickland and the general, saying that it does not appear to be a god. When Hofstadter notices the creature bleeding, he realizes he is being tortured. He explains that the creature is a unique living being that is critical to future scientific advancement. He notices that the creature is having trouble breathing. He had been kept out of the water for far too long. He begs Strickland to reinsert him into the tank. Strickland, on the other hand, ignores Hofstadter and informs the general that they must vivisect the creature in order to learn more about it. The creature then passes out, and Hofstadter orders the other scientists to return him to the water. Elisa learns that the men intend to kill and dissect the amphibian man. Later, she tells Giles everything and asks for his assistance in getting the creature out of the lab. Giles, on the other hand, refuses, fearing the consequences of breaking the law. Elisa tells Giles that he loves the creature because he sees her in a way that no one else does, which means that the creature does not see her as mute. Unconvinced, Giles leaves the apartment, declaring that it is not even human, but later returns and tells Elisa that he will assist her. Hofstadter meets with Soviet agents once more to inform them that the creature will be vivisected. His boss, on the other hand, orders him to kill the creature. Hofstadter begs to be allowed to keep the creature alive, but he is denied. That night, as Elisa prepares to assist the creature in escaping, Zelda notices something strange about her. Meanwhile, HOF Stettler reluctantly retrieves the poison that will kill the creature, but he returns to Strickland to try to talk him out of the vivisection. While arguing with him, he notices Elisa shifting a camera in the lab. He decides to assist Elisa after realizing that Strickland will never change his mind. He discovers her in the laboratory and hands her the key to the creature's chain. They leave the lab, hiding the creature in the laundry cart. Elisa collides with Zelda as the HOF Stettler turns off the facility's power. Zelda, though initially hesitant, becomes involved in the escape plan. They all manage to flee the facility just as Strickland realizes something is wrong. When heavy rains allow access to the ocean, Elisa intends to release the amphibian man into a nearby canal. Meanwhile, she confines him to her bed bathtub. The following day, Strickland questions Elisa and Zelda, among others, but learns nothing. He is certain that the creature was not stolen by the cleaning crew. Giles returns home to find the amphibian man devouring one of his cats. He yells at him to stop, but the amphibian is startled and slashes Giles' arm as he rushes out of the apartment. Elisa discovers him engrossed in a movie at the cinema downstairs and returns him to her apartment. When the creature realizes that cats are not on the menu, he attempts to apologize. While glowing magically, he touches Giles on his balding head and wounded arm. Giles wakes up the next morning to find his hair growing back and his arm healing. Elisa's romantic relationship with the amphibian man continues. They fall in love and have body relations in Elisa's bathroom. The next day at work, Zelda discovers Elisa had sex with the amphibian man as she beams. So Elisa explains how they had love because Zelda is perplexed as to where the creature's organ is. Elisa pursues her desires with the amphibian man, filling her bathroom with water to create their own aquarium for him. When Giles comes over to check on the water leak, he catches them in the act, but he does not interrupt them. The general arrives and informs Strickland that he has 36 hours to recover the amphibian man or his life will be cut short. Strickland follows Hofstetler to meet the Soviet agents out of suspicion. Strickland shoots him after realizing he is a spy. He tortures the dying Hofstetler into revealing details about to escape the lab with the amphibian man, and Strickland is surprised to learn that it was Elisa. Elisa and Giles make it to the canal in time to free the creature before Strickland arrives. Strickland appears as they are saying their goodbyes to the creature, knocking Giles down and shooting both the amphibian man and Elisa. The amphibian heals quickly and slashes Strickland's throat, killing him. As the police arrive with Zelda, the amphibian man takes Elisa and jumps into the canal, leaving Zelda and Giles in silence. When he uses his healing ability underwater on Elisa's scars, they open to reveal gills similar to his. She regains consciousness, and the two embrace. Giles expresses his belief in a final voiceover narration that Elisa lived happily ever after and remained in love with the amphibian man. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel for more awesome movie recaps. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Have a wonderful day. If you're bored, here are 2 great stories you can watch in the meantime. You can also visit our channel, where we have a lot of fun stories. Remember, Movie Recaps King is always there for you. We bring you the best stories. We try to keep the length of the video to about 10 minutes so that you don't get too bored. Thank you for watching until the end.